Hi, Craig here with Maritime Gardening, and today I'm going to put this garden bed in my garden. I'm going to replace an old broken down wooden bed with this treated steel bed from Sprout Box Garden, and hopefully this will last as long as I do. It's treated with this stuff. What's it called? Aluzinc Magnesium steel. So it's you know, for the sake of analogy, it behaves like galvanized steel, but it's not galvanized. I mean, it is metaphorically. Okay, but this is not galvanized steel. It's Aluzinc Magnesium coating with the steel alloy. So this is not supposed to rust or corrode, break down. It's supposed to lifespan of up to 20 years, it says. We'll see how that goes, but that's better than having to replace something every 7 years. And my guess is when they say lifespan of up to 20 years, it means there's no breakdown up to 20 years. You can probably coax a few more years out of it, right? It's probably breaking down. Anyway, let's see. One thing I forgot to show in that video was it's got this plastic, rubberized stuff that goes around the edge. The edge here isn't sharp, okay, but they give you this stuff. It's got a little gap in it. You just press it on there. One coil is enough to do the whole kit, but I had 2 extensions with this one, so one coil was not enough. So they get a little extra to stand that little distance there. And that's done. Okay, now I got to go to the garden and replace the existing bed with this. I've done videos before on replacing beds. This one's a slightly smaller diameter, so I thought I'd show that today. All right, so here we are in the garden, and this is the bed I need to replace. This bed is 4 feet by 10 feet. You can see that the Sprout Box Garden is about, in total, 6 inches less than that total diameter, because it's 3.5 feet this way. But actually, when you look at the difference in like soil, it's just basically a couple inches on either side, because the wood is thick, right? 2 inches of the 4 foot width of this wooden bed is just wood, right? So the bed itself takes up about 4 inches, and we're losing 6. So I mean, I don't want to get bogged down in details here, but it's not that much different. You can see the total length is 9.5 feet versus 10 feet, and I'm losing a little bit on this end, a little bit on this end. Okay, this wooden bed needs to be replaced because the wood is rotting out. You can see it's just about done here, and it's just about falling apart at the corners here, and you can see the sides are gone. Could I squeeze another season out of this bed? Probably, but that's it, right? And when my kids are out here helping me, they like to stand on these, so I get to just, you know what kids are like. I mean, they're not kids, they're teenagers. They're 15 and 17, but they still like to do stuff that breaks everything. So I can see this whole bed falling apart any morning. I have them out here weeding or doing whatever. Now, I do have an eye for aesthetics. You'll notice in this garden, all these beds are wood. All these beds are stone, right? I do have a kind of affinity for symmetry, for balance, for some sort of aesthetic. Someone might say that means anal retentive. I don't. I'd say I like beauty. So for some reason, to me, it seems odd to have a bunch of wooden beds and then this metal one here and then wood here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this box, which is in very good shape, pluck it out, move it over here. I'm going to put this metal bed at the end. This bed here, it's a bit tight in this corner anyway, so if I'm losing 6 inches this way, I think it'll give me more maneuvering room to turn around here. You can see how the rhubarb, which is in full bloom now, sort of comes out a little bit. So I think it just makes sense to have a slightly shorter bed at the end anyway, and also because this one looks so different, and because, yes, I am that hung up on aesthetics, I'm going to do twice the work just to have her. I know I'm going to be sitting out here looking up this garden. It's going to drive me crazy having this odd one in the middle. In an ideal world, this would all be metal, but that costs money. So anyway, I'm going to get to work on that. So the idea is to, I'll show you how to do it on this one here. You have to get a sense of where the new bed's going to be and remove all the soil and sort of pile it up, mound it up, and excess soil goes in a wheelbarrow. And you have to leave room, space, for these cross members. Right, this one's got these two and another one here. I just got this log nailed into this one or across the middle. You need these because otherwise they'll expand out in the middle and lose their shape. I mean, if you don't care about that, doesn't matter. You can also use pegs on either side, but a tie is, works pretty well. Anyway, I have to dig the soil out there too. So I'll set the camera up and just sort of film the general production, and you'll see what I mean as we go along. I'll comment periodically. All right, let's get to work. All right, so all my garden beds have sand pathways between them. So I'm just gonna remove some of this, just push this sand back. Okay, I worked my way around. Now I'm gonna lift this box out. Should just pop right out. Here along the edge. Now this will be the edge of the new bed, right? But I know I got to take this corner in because the Sproutbox gardens are rounded on the edges, right? For strength. Move that up like that. And we'll see how it fits when it goes on. I'm pretty much going to keep this edge where it is. Alright, so there I'm just marking where the cross members are so I can dig out enough soil to accommodate them. Okay, so now it's been about 21 minutes. I think I've got everything roughed out. I can do minor adjustments on the fly. The high point right here. Bring that down a bit. That's better. I think that's got it. Okay, so now, in my opinion, the first thing you do is you move back the soil on the outside. Right. Now we put back the soil on the inside. We're past this point of no return now. Camera says that took 30 minutes from start to finish. That's not bad. I mean, that's taking my time. I'm kind of nursing a stiff back today. I was clam digging on Friday and it's still a bit stiff. So anyway, you know, one guy with a bad back in his 50s took about half an hour. That's not too bad. I still have to put that bed over there, but it's around 12 o'clock and it's time to have a beer and a sandwich and take it easy for a little bit, maybe even a nap, and then I'll do that one. But I'm not going to bother filming that because I've done lots of videos on that before. I just wanted to showcase dealing with the Sprout Box Gardens 8-inch high raised bed with 2 extension kits to get it to 9.5 by 3.5. So you can see them side by side, a 3.5 by 9.5 next to a 4 by 10. The 4 by 10 is bigger. Volume wise, I mean, I filled this almost to the top. I could put a little bit more soil in that, right? And I've done that because, you know, I've disturbed the soil, moved everything around. It's going to go down a couple inches, right? So I'm not exactly sure how it's going to settle out. I'll be planting in this probably next week. For those that are going to ask, this is last year's parsley, not this year's parsley. I got parsley already growing in little transplant boxes, and they're going to go in another garden. This is where my cucumbers were last year. The cucumbers aren't going to be here this year. They're planting something else here. I can't remember what, peppers or something, I don't know. Anyway, some sort of heat-loving plant. I can't recall. It's in my garden map. This is just last year's parsley. If I leave it in too long, it'll start flowering and it'll change the flavor of the foliage. But I leave it in and get 1 or 2 harvests out of this in the spring to use for pasta and stuff like that. But these will all be, so you can see how I yank some of them out and so on and so forth. These are all going to be coming out in a week or so because something else is going to be planted in this garden. But for now, I'll just let them go and I'll haul them out. This will all settle out. Now, in terms of like soil, you can see I got almost a wheelbarrow full of extra soil, right, from what I removed from there. So clearly 8 inches, 3.5 by 9 inches does not have the same volume as 6 inches high with 4 by 10. But I think in terms of growing space, it's so similar, it probably doesn't matter. Also, you can plant like really close to the edges here. So I don't think I'll get much less productivity out of this, really. So if you're buying soil, it's actually a way to save soil. I think I'll get pretty much the same, it'll be growing the same amount of veg out of this, or very close. But a wheelbarrow full less of soil. Of course, over the next few days, this is going to go down, and I'll leave this in reserve to top up. Anyway, that's switching over a new garden bed. It's a bit of a, you know, like if you're doing this yourself, you know, I did a double extension, so I've got one set of cross ties here and another set. Where's that nut? You always know where the nuts are, right? So I know that this nut is a tie across the bottom. I just put one across the top because I thought it would give it a bit more rigidity. In the pictures they have that come with all this stuff, they don't put them across the top. And I mean, it is kind of in the way when you're raking and stuff like that, but I don't care. I can work around. It's no big deal. If it really bothers me, I'll take it off, right? Anyway, I hope you found this interesting. If you did, please like, share, subscribe. Check out the details in the description box, especially with regard to Sprokebox Garden. You can get a deal using my coupon code Maritime Gardening, 10% off. If you spend over $499 with them, you'll get free shipping. One of these beds costs about $200 something. Buy a couple of these, 2 or 3, and you're going to be getting close to that limit where you get the free shipping. So all the details are in my description box, coupon code, and all that sort of stuff. A link you can click to get to their website if you want to try one of these out, or just watch me over the next 20 years enjoy this one and how I don't have to replace it, right? 30 minutes of work, and now I got 20 years of peace. Not bad. So I hope you found this interesting, and until next time, get out there, get at it, have fun in your garden. Thanks for watching.